Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
She's still angry about being moved?
Well, yeah, she's just not herself. You know, I moved Buckey back over here because, you know, she wasn't really liking the mail around. Come on. You know, I am not sure that they bred. You know, you can have a perfectly stable snake, and because you wanted to move it, to breed it, or to clean its cage, and then all of a sudden end up with a very unhappy, unstable snake that doesn't eat for a while. It's really, really tough sometimes, and Boomslangs are very prone to nose rubbing, and we know she already has only a part of a nose because of that, so I haven't seen any nose rubbing behavior, so that's at least the start, but I would like to get some food in her. She's still quite thin, but she doesn't seem to have any interest. Well, I'm sitting here visiting with Buckey, my female Boomslang. She's back into a solo cage. I left the male over there in the big cage. She hasn't been eating an awful lot. Not sure why that is. If she was feeding okay a little bit, then I introduced the male and she ate sort of a little bit, but the male was intimidating her and getting into her face when she was eating, some food aggression. So I decided to move her over here, and she's been over here about 3 weeks now and still hasn't regained her appetite. To me, she looks a little thin and not so plump, which is a bit concerns me. It's usually if a female has bred and is working on some eggs, she'll get sort of ravenous and really start feeding. But she has not done that thus far, which concerns me. But sitting here just visiting with her, you can see I offered her a mouse, but she wasn't terribly interested. So we'll just see how things go with Buckey. Well, Buckey's been off feed, and I come in and found her laying her eggs. And
oh no, she's not dead.
Well, I think she's in a laying trance. I'm not likely to disturb her right now.
Oh good, I thought she was dead.
Well, I don't know. I don't think so. She could be. I guess I should nudge her to find out. No, she's alive.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll leave her be then.
She's in her laying trance, and that's exactly where we're going to leave her until later tomorrow. And when I try to retrieve the eggs, I think there may be some good ones, but right now it doesn't look great. Why don't you come on around to this side? So, a little tough to see, and I really want to just disturb her all that much. Here, hold the camera. You know, get another glove on. I don't think that's a good one. It's definitely not a good one. We're looking for good eggs. I'm not certain that there are any. That one's worth putting in the incubator and seeing what's happening. Nope. Don't know. It's questionable. The time will tell. That one. No, I don't think so. It's just got too many defects. I do see one. Good one here. I'm not trying to tickle her tush. No, that's not a good one either. Just malformed. Hi, Bucky. I know. I see you. I see you tongue flicking on that. I'm not trying to wind you up or anything. I'm just trying to make sure that what eggs you have that are viable get the best care possible. I know, girlie. I know, I see your tongue flicking. Just carry on with what you're doing.
She's on the move. I'd be very careful.
I know. Well, I've disturbed her rump. I don't think those will survive. All right. Well, I've disturbed her all I really want to disturb her.
And there's more coming out.
So we'll get those in the incubators. I really don't. They don't look like good eggs to me.
No, I'm hoping that there's...
These, you know, you can see the different colors, and they look like they have defects. They're soft in some areas, hard in the others. Those just aren't going to do it. So we can see what else she's got up her tuchus, and we'll get these in the incubator and give them the best shot possible and see what we got in the morning. Well, I gave this male Boomslang, the guy that I grew up from a hatchling, a mouse last night, but sort of ran out, you know. I told him that I would come back today and give him some additional ones. Not that he really needs it, but I figured I would just honor my promise. During the night he did shed. This, by the way, is my very nice from Get Hooked door opener. It's a snake hook rod with a piece of angle metal on it because it's very nice to push the door open and pull it closed if you so like. May not be a very good snake hook because, but at any rate, hey dude, would you like this, huh? Come on, come on. Oh yes, you savage. He is a very good feeder. He is a cranky beast though. He will bite the snot out of me. You know, even though I've raised this animal from a freaking hatchling, he doesn't tolerate too much attention from me. And I give him plenty of space because Boomslangs require. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh! Yes, well, you don't move when the snake's hungry. Yes, you just stay still.
Yeah, I was trying to get out of your way because I could see him coming out of the
Well, I wasn't going to move
cage.
my legs. Come on. Come on. Go back in your cage. Come on. Why? When he wants food, he wants food. Huh? Oh, there. Yes. I starve him on a regular basis. I don't ever feed him, so therefore he's this way. But
Close it while he's busy, please.
yeah, he is, I told you, he is something else.
Yeah, thank you. Oh.
Yes. Mr. Boomslang does require respect because his venom is the equivalent of the Ebola virus. It breaks down your capillaries ooze blood, and you drown in your own tissue fluid. That's if you don't get a brain bleed first, and it kills you. So, Mr. Boomslang, you know, he's just special. I mean, that wasn't, you know, any way defensive. It was like, you haven't been feeding me. Yes, I have. He's been getting 2 to 3 mice that size a week, and that's all he really requires because, you know, they don't have a lot of space to move around. He's not burning it because he's not running around in trees. So, he's a funny dude. Mrs. Viperkeeper's looking at me like, holy crap! All right, so all's ends well. You know, my feet were in the way, my legs were in the way, but I did what was required, and that was shove a bit of food in his mouth to occupy him so I could get him back in the cage. Hello, you silly beast. I know, I'm starving you. Well, he got more this time than I had planned to feed him, but let's just leave the room because he won't settle down until there's less activity in here.
Well, I also need to go sit and let my heart slow down.
You need to go change your shorts? Mine are perfectly okay.
Ooh, yeah, he wasn't coming after you. He went between your legs.
I was sitting still. You were moving, so you became the target.
Yep,
and that's,
I sure did.
And that's the key. You know, it's a game of poker. You either hold them or you fold them. You folded and ran, and he went after you. I just stood still and I was perfectly okay until I became the target by moving.
You know, he's He's gonna turn black just like Bucky. He's got all that dark stripe now.
Yeah, I see that. I thought
I'm sorry to see that because he's so beautiful. He has that beautiful turquoise coloring.
Well, you know, I put him in with Bucky, who's black, and once you go black, you never come back.
I guess so.
So he's on his way. He transformed. Maybe she'll like me better if I darken up. All right.
You're a silly, crazy snake.
Yeah, it is a silly, crazy snake. It always has been. You know, he can be very defensive, but in this case, he was just like, I want more food.
Yes, that was food aggression. That was not just aggression. That was, give me more food.
Yes, because the neck gets flared. He gets that sort of stink eye look. This was the wild and crazy look. Therefore, we were in more trouble than if he was defensive.
Yeah, he was going to come after us no matter what. He wanted that food. All right, you brat.
See, Bucky's very shy. Bucky's back on feed now. I don't know if she wants this. She just shed yesterday. I offered her, and she took 3, but nope, Bucky's full. So originally, before Mr. Boomslang went nuts on a feeding frenzy, you know, I was like, hey Lori, come on up stairs because I want to get a little additional footage for the segment with where Bucky laid her eggs and stuff. I didn't expect so much excitement in his cage, but I just wanted to show you that she was back on feed. I didn't have the camera yesterday, so Bucky's back on her way to normal health, and she's going to fill out because I'm going to feed her 2 or 3 mice this size a week, and she'll be a happy camper. So we're just going to end that right here. What you see is what you get with the crazy boomslangs. They're very interesting snakes to keep. They're highly venomous, highly dangerous, lethal if you get bit. But we still love them here nonetheless. Right, Mrs. Viperkeeper?
Yeah.
Right. Mrs. Viperkeeper hasn't recovered from Mr. Boomslang's adventure. Yes, it's like being in the water when sharks are feeding. It's just don't move. You become prey.